You ever look at a great team, or maybe a great company, and wonder how they make it all look so easy? Like, how do they just work? Well, I can tell you it's not magic, and it's definitely not just luck. Nope. Behind almost every single high-performing group, there's this powerful, often invisible system making it all happen. So let's pull back the curtain and see what's really going on.
I mean, it's a question we've all thought about, right? You've seen it. One team is like a perfectly oiled machine. Everything just flows. Meanwhile, another team is just pure chaos, constant confusion, mistakes everywhere. The difference, believe it or not, often comes down to this one simple but incredibly powerful three-letter acronym. And yeah, that acronym is SOP. The best way to think about it is like a recipe, right? If you want to bake the perfect cake, time after time, you don't just throw stuff in a bowl and hope it works out. No way. You follow a proven recipe, step by step. And that's exactly what an SOP is for a business. It's the recipe for success.
So, what does it actually stand for? Standard Operating Procedure. Basically, it's a formal written down set of instructions for how to do a routine task. This is the official playbook. It makes sure things get done the right way every single time. It's pretty much the ultimate cure for that classic, "Oh, I thought you were supposed to do that" moment.
And when you have a system like this in place, it solves so many problems. It just crushes the number of errors people make. It makes training new folks an absolute breeze. Plus, it makes sure you're following all the rules and regulations, whether you're in a hospital or a factory. It really all boils down to this: consistent quality and a huge boost in efficiency. Okay, so what does one of these things actually look like on the inside? What are the moving parts? Let's crack one open and take a look. A really good SOP has a few key parts. You've got a clear title, obviously, a scope, which tells you exactly what it does and doesn't cover. Then you have the heart of the whole thing, the step-by-step procedures. And then there's document control. Now, this last one is so important because it tells you who signed off on it, what version it is, and when it was approved. That way, you always know you're using the right instructions. So this all sounds pretty great, right? But how do you actually make one? Well, it's not as scary as it sounds. Let me walk you through a simple 5-step plan to get it done. First things first, you gotta define the why. What are we trying to achieve here? Then you assign the roles, who does what. Next, you write out the actual steps. And seriously, keep the language simple, no jargon. After that, you get the right people to review and approve it. And finally, and this is the part people forget, you actually implement it and promise to keep it up to date. You know, a dusty old SOP sitting on a shelf isn't just useless, it's actually kind of dangerous. It causes what's called SOP blindness, where people just start ignoring it altogether. Okay, so right when you think you've got this all wrapped up, I'm going to throw a little curveball your way, because it turns out the big ideas here, clarity, security, a repeatable process, they pop up in other places too. And in the tech world, this exact same acronym means something totally different, but also surprisingly similar.
So, I have to ask you, are you really sure you know what SOPs stands for? Let's see.
All right, check this out. On the left, you got the standard operating procedure we've been talking about, the blueprint for getting work done. But on the right, you have SOS. That's SOPS, which stands for Secrets Operations. And this is a totally different but super important tool for software developers. So what is this tech version of SOPs all about? It's all about security. It's a special kind of editor that lets developers handle super sensitive info, like API keys and passwords, without ever having them in plain text. It encrypts the data right inside the files and hooks into the big cloud providers to manage the keys. So the secret stays secret, even when the code gets shared around. So we have these two completely different meanings for the same acronym. One is about managing people and processes. The other is about managing data and security. But here's the wild part. At their core, they are both trying to solve the exact same problem. And this is really the big takeaway. It's all about creating systems that you can count on. A standard operating procedure gives you a reliable, repeatable system for people. SOPS, the software, gives you a reliable, secure, and repeatable system for data. See? Both are designed to step into a messy, chaotic situation and bring order, clarity, and safety.
So, as we wrap this up, here's something I want you to think about. It doesn't matter if you're managing a team or managing secret keys in your code, having a system is what brings clarity. So my question to you is, what's that one chaotic process in your own world that's just begging for its own SOP?